All right, looks like I got it going. We be live. See if anybody pops on. Give a moment. And jump right in. I do realize it's a little early, so. Oh, no, it's good. All right. Oh, I see we have one popped on already. Good morning, Miss Carol. How are you doing? Well, good morning for me. Good morning, Alexia. I mean, it is 8:30 in the morning for me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If I'm not talking loud enough, just let me know. I see we have Patricia. And if I'm saying your name wrong, just correct me. Hello, dear. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. So if I'm not loud enough or you can't hear me, just let me know. Oh, sorry. We have a guest who wants to be in the video. Please tell me you're not going to be ornery and try to bite me. I'm not in the mood today. Oh, I see we also have Mary on. Very good. Oh, okay. Well, no worries, dear. I do appreciate you popping on in the morning or for a moment. Awesome. Thank you. That would be Little Miss Maleficent. That is the kitty. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, Carol. Enjoy time out with the fam. Going to crazy golf. Okay, I know miniature golf. I don't know what crazy golf is, but sounds like fun. I like miniature golf as it is. Yeah, she's a little terror of a cat. She came to us as a little itty bitty thing. Feral. Yeah, her name. I couldn't think of a name, and I kept calling her Little Miss. And then my husband added Maleficent because of her little attitude. So that's how she got her name. She is a cutie, though. What this live is, I just popped on because I saw it. Well, Mary, just to give you a heads up, today's live, my live for today, is about chaos magic and using the elements, the 5 elements within. Oh, thank you. Yes, of course, dear. So I haven't done a live at home in a while, and I always did it for the last, 2.5 years. Always did it in front of my fish tank. But there's my fish tank. It takes 22 5-gallon buckets to fill it up whenever we've had to move it. Anyway, and it is only full of convict cichlids right now, because all of our older cichlids, the Oscar and all of the other cichlids, started dying, but they were all over 10 years old. And then the 2 that we did not know were male-female started breeding. So now it is a cichlid convict fish tank, nothing but. So there's a bunch of them in there. Oh, hold on. There's, maybe you could see them, Mommy and Daddy right there, the big guys. They're a little shy, but Mommy and Daddy are right there, and then all these little babies. Anyway, okay, enough about the fish tank. They are relaxing until the water starts getting low. Hey, oh, hold on. No. She's trying to eat my flowers. Until the water gets low, and then you hear the filter constantly, and that drives me nuts because I can't hear the TV over it when we're watching TV. Anywho, okay, so I'm gonna thank you for enjoying my fish tank. I do like it. My grandbabies love it. That's a good size tank. So it takes the whole wall. Yay! I'm glad to see that you made a live, dear. All right, so today's live is, I have one of those too. He's over by my altar, and he's got a bit of attitude too. He helps rehabilitate my plants when they need it. I always switch them out, what plants I need to put in there so that he can help them. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I love oranges. Okay, let me jump on. I'm glad to see everybody on here, and let me get started. Okay, so today's live is on chaos magic and using the elements within. In a world where the only constant, how funny, where the only constant that we see is change, right? Finding stability can feel like looking for the needle in the haystack. So I introduce to you chaos magic. This ancient, forever evolving practice stands out as like a beacon of hope and empowerment in the face of life's uncertainties and transformations. Chaos magic is often misunderstood as creating disorder, but in fact, it's about harnessing the inherent unpredictability of our existence to manifest personal growth and transformation. Oh, good. I'm glad, dear. In a time where traditional methods of coping seem to be inadequate, chaos magic offers a flexible, adaptable approach to personal spirituality and mental wellness. It's fluid, allowing the practitioner to draw in from multiple sources, traditions, and molding them to your individual needs and circumstances. I love chaos magic, to be honest with you. It became widely known in the mid to late 20th century, a little bit of a history bit on it, when the occult scene in the UK, the United Kingdom, was dominated by Wicca. And then, of course, there was also the Thelema and what remained of the Golden Dawn and 19th century occultism. These religions and groups often had very specific ideas about what magic is and exactly how to do it. There are still elaborate rules for just about everything. Example, how to make the wand, how to pick up the wand, how to use the wand, to putting it down. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Ha ha ha, pun intended. Sorry. Anyway, but that's what I mean by specifics. And at the time, it was believed that if you didn't do all these things perfectly, and if you weren't initiated into the right orders, then magic didn't work for you. And of course, as a reaction to this thought process, people started taking the DIY approach, grounded in the idea that magic is something anyone can do. There's two main principles to chaos magic. Literally. There's a lot of steps, stuff like that, like everything has, but there's two main principles, right? The most fundamental is using the concept of belief as a tool. How strong is your belief, right? Belief can be adopted or discarded based on its effectiveness in achieving your desired outcome. This allows us to experiment, pulling from different avenues and adapting them as needed. And then secondly, its emphasis on personal experience and experimentation. Chaos magic encourages individual practitioners to create their own rituals and symbols. You can use runic symbols, you can use sigil symbols, you can use just letters, numbers, whatever is comfortable to you. And that's what is really awesome about chaos magic, is it's more personalized. This obviously means that no two witches, whatever, will practice the same, allowing for a highly individualized spiritual experience. Right? I'm with you on that one, Patricia. So to understand, good morning, Ronette. To understand chaos witches, you need to understand the mindset. Chaos witches, they're free thinkers, rebels in the world of magic who see traditional structures as limiting. Yeah, in reality, we all do practice this, at least a form of. We believe that magic is a deeply personal experience. I mean, obviously from watching my other lives, I constantly tell you to make it your own, do your thing. If a certain crystal or herb doesn't resonate with you, use that. Always make it your own. I guess in a sense, I'm constantly pushing chaos magic. I'm not intending to, but path is chaotic. Well, now you have a name for it. Anyway, Loki, go lay down, honey. So we believe that magic is a deeply personal experience and that no one can tell us how to practice. For a chaos witch, magic is not confined by old books, strict rules, or dogma handed down through generation. It's a living, breathing force that can be shaped and reshaped as needed. It's viewed, or I should say we view, the world as a tapestry of infinite possibilities. Trust your own ability to craft reality and are open to working with whatever energies, deities, symbols, or tools that feel right at the time. One week, I may call upon ancient gods, and the next, I might work with modern symbols or even fictional characters as archetypes within my magic. Hi, Gina. Yeah, exactly. This mindset obviously requires a deep sense of self-trust and a willingness to experiment. Oh, you lucky bugger, you. I would love to go to a metaphysical fair. It's not about being reckless. It's about recognizing that magic is fluid and that the power to shape it comes from within. Okay, so now that I went over a little bit of history on chaos magic and the thought process involved, I want to delve into utilizing the elements within. Energy. It's the cornerstone of all elemental magic, transcending mere words or actions from the backbone of every spell and magical practice. Your ability to direct this energy towards a specific intention is what breathes life into a spell. Example, trace a rune into the earth. No worries. Tracing that rune, it's not the act itself that holds power, but the transfer of your energy that charges the symbol. Good for my soul, trying to decide if I want to do. That would be cool. That would be cool. I know people would benefit if you were doing readings at those. So you'll have to let us know how it come out for you. Each element, air, fire, water, earth, spirit, okay, sorry, something popped up on my phone. I didn't want to accidentally touch it and shut us off. Anyway, each one harbors its own unique energy, resonating with specific vibrations and qualities that can be harnessed to amplify your magical workings. Now, I'm going to add here that spirit is not always mentioned alongside the other four. And I don't know why, because I believe that it's crucial for maintaining balance. Spirit represents the essence of life and the spiritual force that connects all beings. All beings and things, actually. Right? There's nothing wrong with chaos. Invoking spirit in any elemental workings ensures that actions are guided by wisdom and connected to the greater whole. Performing rituals that involve all four elements can help bring balance to an individual or space. For instance, a ritual might include lighting, but you can't leave spirit out of it, because it's the balance that helps to bring it all together. A ritual might include lighting a candle, fire, drinking herbal tea, water, sitting on the ground or holding a stone, earth, or fanning smoke while focusing on the unity, spirit, of all elements within the self. Yeah. All kinds of feels like spirit connects you, right? It does. Spirit and chaos is so crucial, and you're not wrong in that at all. We need that balance. All right, so I'm going to go over the elements a little bit. Thank you. Air, the breath of wisdom. Symbolism for air. Air represents thought, intellect, and communication. It is the breath of life that connects us to the spirit and the mind. Working with air. Engage in air by spending time in open spaces, focusing on your breath during meditation, or working with incense. Air magic can be used to enhance clarity of thought, improve communication skills, or foster intellectual growth. Consider writing intentions on paper and allowing them to be carried away by the wind as a form of release. How many times do we discuss doing that in different rituals that we teach on here, right? Engage with the element of air by observing the wind, listening to its messages, and feeling its touch on your skin. A simple walk on a breezy day can be a meditation, allowing you to absorb air's qualities of movement and intellect. Use incense, feathers, or a symbolic fan to honor air, the element of intellect and communication, and place it in the east. I wanted to make sure that as I do each element, placement on your altars or outside, if you're doing a ritual outside, placement of your elements is also key, So, air, east. Fire. Really? Sorry, give me a second. Maleficent, would you get out of the way? Oh, you bugger. Go. I don't need you playing with my papers. Get out of here. Give me a second. I'm going to go give her to Brian because she won't leave me alone now. Here, baby, have a kitty. She's now knocking stuff off this table and trying to eat the leaves from the roses. Okay. Fluff attack. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. She is a pretty girl. She's also got the most perfect resting bitch face. All right. Get the cat hair off of here. Okay. Next, fire, the spark of transformation. Symbolism. Fire symbolizes passion, energy, transformation, and courage. It's the spark that ignites the fuel of our will and desires. Aw, thank you. Working with fire, candle magic. It's the most straightforward way to harness fire's energy, focusing on the flame to meditate on your goals and aspirations. I mean, you can't miss when it comes to, you light a candle, you got fire magic. Easy. Fire rituals can be used for purification, protection, and to ignite change. Connect with fire by basking in the warmth of the sunlight or sitting beside your fireplace or a flickering flame somewhere. Contemplate fire's transformative energy, its capacity to motivate and change, and let it ignite your inner passions. A candle, a small lantern, or a symbolic piece of charcoal can represent fire. It doesn't take much. This element embodying transformation and passion. And this one is placed in the south. Water, the depth of emotion. Symbolism. Water is associated with emotion, intuition, healing, and the subconscious mind. And I'm always attracted to water. I love fire, but I've always been attracted to water, even as an earth myself. It flows through all of life, connecting us with the depths of our feelings and the mysteries of the unknown. Working with water. Use water in baths for purification and healing rituals, or gaze into a bowl of water for scrying to enhance psychic abilities. Water magic can help in emotional healing, developing intuition, and fostering deeper relationships. To bond with water, spend time near bodies of water, or simply immerse yourself in a bath. Again, that easy. Reflect on water's adaptability and depth, letting its emotional and intuitive currents flow through you. Represent water with a chalice of fresh water, seashells, or a small bowl of moon water. Tea time, there you go. Water, I think you might be saying tea time because it's time for you to have tea, but like I was saying, sipping on a cup of tea also represents that element. Water is placed in the west. There we go. Earth, the foundation of being. Symbolism for Earth. Earth represents stability, grounding, fertility, and material abundance. It's our home, providing sustenance, shelter, and the basis of our physical experience. Working with Earth. Incorporate crystals, stones, and herbs in your magic to connect with Earth's energy. So, like, I'm going to stop right there for a moment, but a lot of people don't realize that even as we're beginning and we're learning to practice and learning how to do this, you know, we're told by everybody all the time. Use certain crystals for rituals. Use certain candles for rituals. Use certain herbs for rituals. Use north, south, east, west for rituals. There's a lot of, I've noticed, there's a lot out there that don't realize that you're actually already incorporating the elements. And I'm hoping that by doing this live, I hope it actually helps to do it more consciously, you know, to actually call in the elements. And you don't have to do, you know, like there's many out there, specific calls. You know, I call to the north, I call to the south, east, west, whatever, center. I call to, you know, help me with this. You don't even have to do that. Just by having, you know, these items, feathers, fires, candles, stones, you're already inviting the elements to help you with whatever workings you're doing. So I just had to take a moment to throw that out there. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Incorporating crystals, stones, and herbs in your magic connect with the Earth's energy. So that's why I wanted to throw that little tidbit out there, because we're already doing it. Now let's do it consciously. Planting a garden or simply caring for indoor plants can even be a form of Earth's magic, grounding you and encouraging growth in various aspects of your life. Ground yourself with earth. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you. Intuitive intentions. Yes. Yes. You can ground yourself in earth by walking barefoot on the soil. This is something a lot of us already do. Touching the bark of trees. Some people don't realize that that's also very grounding. Or when you're walking by, I don't know, I know I do it all the time. Walking by lavender bushes or rosemary bushes, I always have to put my hand out as I'm walking by and just touch. You're grounding yourself. We have a lot of, our whole front is lavender and rosemary. We did it on purpose. One, keep the deer away, bring bees in, you know, smells amazing. And of course, you know, we get to collect and use it within our home, the shop, our practice, you know, things like that. So it's another way of grounding. Indoor plants that include in my, I'm sorry, I'm reading now. Yeah, right? There you go. See, I love my indoor plants. Exactly. Attending to plants. Right? I talk to my plants. I sing to my plants. I communicate with them daily. I throw them in fish tanks when they need a little bit of help. Where's the, yep, there's one up there. You can't really see it. Yeah, it's up there. Anyway, when they need a little bit of help, throw them in there. Embracing Earth's nurturing stability is the ability to support and sustain life. Represent stability and grounding with crystals, sea salt, stones, soil, or small potted plants. And Earth is placed in the north. I'm so bad at taking care of plants. I can even kill a cactus unintentionally. You don't have to work with plants to be able to work with Earth, okay? You can work with crystals. You know, there's so many other things. Get some herbs. If you have a black thumb, as we like to call it, that's okay. There's many other ways to connect with Earth. And spirit. The quintessence. Quintessence. I'm going to say that right. Symbolism. Spirit transcends the physical elements, representing the essence of life, the divine spark within, and the interconnectedness of all things. You're a stone hoarder. See, there you go. You're not a stone hoarder. You're a stone collector. We don't hoard. There you go. You're connecting with Earth. Working with spirit. Spirit work involves connecting with your higher self, deities, ancestors, and universal consciousness. Meditation, prayer, and make offerings can deepen this connection, guiding you towards spiritual enlightenment and a greater understanding of the mysteries of the universe. So like I said earlier, we may not, or there's other people out there, I'm pretty sure all of you do because of how much we push it. Realize that you're working with the elements whenever you're doing any type of workings. Even if it's just a small little thing, you're working with the elements. Spirit element can be symbolized by a central candle, a candle in the middle, a special crystal, something that you're connected with, or an object meaningful to your spiritual practice. Spirit is often placed at the center of the altar or at an elevated position to signify its connection of the divine. So there's that. I'm gonna, right? Of course we are. I'm gonna take you guys over to my altar for a second, and I'm just gonna, only because I want to show you something that I have, that I use. So, it would probably help if I turned the camera around for a moment. make sure I didn't miss any comments. Okay, so here we go. So at my altar, and I am showing you guys this because it's going to get readjusted tomorrow anyway. I have my elements, and these are just little pendant pieces that I had found years ago, and I got. Spirit is in the center, and then I even have these candles, and the reason I have them up there like that is because I had originally this candle dish in the middle on top of Spirit, kind of on top of Spirit, for my last workings that I did. And I like this little dish because you could put herbs inside of it, whatever. I need to get some of those for the shop. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you a quick idea of what you can do with Spirit. Let me put these back. Okay, now, let's not make anybody dizzy. I got to find the... Oh, there we go. Okay. Flip that back around. So pretty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we're back over here. One of the other things that was really what I have for chaos magic and how to use the elements within. And like I said, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, most likely y'all are already doing it. So I'm hoping that this live actually just helps you to do it more consciously, which in turn is inviting the elements to help you with whatever ritual, intention, the spiritual enlightenment that you're going for. And lack of better words there. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping that this will help you intentionally do it. You're already doing it. Now let's do it on purpose, right? Let me take a moment, see if we have any questions, because I didn't realize that was only going to take me a half an hour to get through that. And I do have a little bit more. I want to go over some applications of magic that, what elements can help with what things and why. I decided to throw that in there, but I'm going to leave it open for questions real quick. Are the directions to be taken literally? Just need to open. Now, I almost wanted to say that's a loaded question, but it's not. It's not a loaded question. Directions to be taken literally. Yes and no. Okay? If you're needing to do something that requires specifics, then yes, I would take it literally. But if you're doing something, which, to be honest with you, there's a lot of magic out there that does not require absolute specifics. If you're doing something that has to do with the practice of hoodoo or voodoo, then yeah, that's where you definitely want to get into the specifics. But otherwise, if you're doing something that feels the need, if you have an idea of your north, south, east, west, then go ahead and do it that way. If you noticed on my altar, the way that I have that one set up is I've got my candles up high, but they're kind of like semicircle. And then my pendant pieces were down low, but also semicircle. But they're representing each other. And the way that I have those set up is north, south, east, west. Right? And so I'm representing the directions instead of specifically putting the directions. So remember, intention. And that's part of the chaos magic. If you believe it to be true, it is true. That's one of the biggest things in chaos magic. Do I pull energy from all the chaos in my life and transform it to my will? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. Incidentally, my spell era has turned into the exact direction. It makes the directions on point. There you go. Sometimes it just happens intuitively. We don't realize what we're doing. We got you. Q, C, what's the difference? Same sound, right? Most of the time. Okay, so I'm gonna jump over to applications of Magick, and as more questions or comments pop in, I'll pause and answer, because this isn't, I mean, it's important, yes, but it's not like critical. Anyway, applications of Magick. Your English, that's none of us have perfect English, so don't worry about that. Elemental magic, with its profound connection to the natural world, offers a versatile toolkit for practitioners and addresses a wide variety of needs and intentions. Its applications are as diverse as the elements themselves. They are so diverse, it's ridiculous. Touching on all aspects of life. So this is a detailed, little miss, go away. Here, take the paper clip, play with that. Little, where was I? This is a, not highly detailed, but, information, exploration on how you can harness elemental energies for specific purposes. Okay? Healing and perfection. No. Healing and purification. See, like I said, none of us have perfect English. Water and earth. Water, it's traditionally associated with emotional healing, making it perfect for rituals aimed at cleansing the heart and soul of sorrow or hurt. Hi, Miss Jody. Ritual bath infused with sea salt and herbs like lavender, associated with water, can aid this process, washing away sorrow and pain. And earth provides grounding and stability, ideal for physical healing, creating a talisman, for from stones, or planting a healing garden can draw upon the earth's restorative energies. Leave those roses alone. God dang it. Get out of here. Stop it. Sorry about that. Next one. Manifesting desires and goals. Good morning, Jody. Fire and air. Fire ignites passion and willpower, crucial for bringing desires into reality. I do believe that fire is crucial for that. Candle magic, where specific intentions are charged and then released through the act of lighting and burning a candle, taps directly into fire's manifesting power. Air, association with intellect and communication, makes it suitable for spells that involved clarity of thought or the conveyance of desires to the universe. Writing intentions on paper and releasing them to the wind can symbolize sending your wishes to the ether, right? Let me look at this comment real quick. Times I don't even realize we're going through it emotionally. I'll head to the lake and just don't realize what you're doing, but you're doing it. Very good. And then I have two more. Enhancing psychic abilities and intuition. Water and air. I mean, you could use all of the other elements because they all have so many properties, but these are like the main ones that help with these desires or manifestations. Exactly. Let's re-cleanse inside out. It does help a lot. Enhancing psychic abilities and intuition. Oh my goodness. Maleficent, go away. Here, paperclip. No, not my paper. Oh, you bugger. Stop it. Water plays a... You need to go away. We're not playing. Yeah, this fur baby's being a bugger. Here. Look, envelope. Get the envelope. There, get those. Okay. Enhancing psychic abilities and intuition. Woosah. Water, air. Water plays a key role in psychic development. Its fluidity. Yeah, she is a cute troublemaker. Its flowing nature of psychic impressions. Scrying with water or meditating beside a body of water can help open the mind to intuitive thoughts. And then the reason I choose air is with its connection to the mental realm. It can be invoked to clear mental blockages and open the third eye. Using incense smoke to visualize psychic energies and flowing freely is a beautiful way to incorporate air. And then my last one that I have for you is protecting oneself or one's space. Earth, fire. Earth provides a strong foundation for protective magic. Creating boundaries with salt or stones around your home can call upon Earth's stabilizing energy for protection. I'm trying to distract her with my fingers over here. And then fire. It can act as a barrier against negativity. Practice the burning of protective herbs like sage or rosemary calls upon fire to cleanse and shield a space. Right? So that's my notes for you. Pop that back over here. See if anybody has any questions. Yeah, she's over there twitching her tail and now looking out the window. We'll see if anybody has anything they want to say or add. Anyway, you know, I've already emphasized it, and I'm going to emphasize it again. You're already using the elements. Anytime you do any part of your practice, oh, that bugger. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But anytime you're doing any type of magical workings, you're already using the elements. And by putting your intention out there, you're already using spirit. So let's do it intentionally, right? Man, I am random. Oh, I'm very random. I could be walking by my altar and stop. Like, I got to do this real quick. I'll back up. I'll light a candle. Set a glass of water. Sometimes none of that, and just use my little, place my candles or my pendants, you know. I do even I have towers, stone towers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that you find my information useful. I appreciate that. What was that? Visualize the wind taking my anxiety or other stuff. Yeah, like carrying it off. I do that all the time. Anytime I'm feeling upset or anxious or anything like that, I will step outside and hoping there's a breeze. But if there's not a breeze, I've got earth magic, or I've got earth out there. I've got air out there. If it's a sunny day, I've got fire out there, and coffee, tea, a glass of water. I've got water. And of course, self. So yes, and I use that to help ground myself if I have to. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was one of the things. I just, you know, with as much as we try to remind everybody that magic is actually very individual. It's personal. And without realizing it, a lot of us are already doing chaos magic, you know, and then again, without realizing it, just by utilizing a very few of the tools that are always recommended in magic, you're already invited. You're already using the elements. So now let's invite them and ask them for help. So I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. I'm just reiterating and amplifying. Oh, very nice. I used to, as a child, dream of flying all the time. And I used to vividly remember those dreams. And, I mean, I kid you not, they were like nightly dreams where I was levitating or flying or something. I don't much anymore. I do still have them every now and then, but not every day like I was when I was a child. So, but as for going to other realms or, I have yet to experience that. I also have yet to really try. I've read about astral projecting. I just have not quite done it yet. So it's okay. I just don't have a desire to. So, oh, on another note, I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a plug here. So, speaking of the elements, I am currently working on painting an oracle deck that is all about the 5 elements. I'm excited. It's probably going to take a while before it even gets there because I've got a lot of work to do. But anyway, a little bit of a plug, an exciting project that I'm working on. What did she say? Dream of flying and love it, but in real life, I'm so scared of heights, I get dizzy on the bed. I do not get scared of heights at all. I actually enjoy it. I was always the kid that had to get up on the roof to fix the antenna because my siblings couldn't, and my mom was afraid of heights. We had a tree house right next to the tree, so I would always be the one that would go up there. But I think maybe that's part of why I do things like, zip lining and skydiving, because I don't dream of flying anymore. And I loved those dreams. I loved the feeling. I loved the way it made my heart race. And as we know, I'm an adrenaline junkie anyway, so that's my drug of choice. Thank you. I can't wait to be able to show you guys. I've got a few pieces painted that I've got just about done. A couple little things I need to add to them, but nowhere near. I think I want to, I'm not sure, but I think I want to do like 48 cards. And I think I only have 5 paintings done so far. So, and it's a collaboration between myself and a few of the other crones. So, yay! I'm excited. Okay, anyway. We'll see if we have any other questions before I jump off and run down to go open up the shop today and paint more. I know I'm quiet for a moment, but I'm just trying to give anybody else a chance to ask questions. It's funny. I just to be honest with you, I'm curious as to how it's going to turn out myself. I'm working on it. Thank you. All of you, thank you very much. Bless you, baby. Bless you. Alrighty, well, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I hope that this was very informative to everybody. I think it was. I know that was her. She tore up the card that my husband got me last night. Thank you, honey. I do appreciate that. I very much enjoy doing these lives, and I very much enjoy getting to communicate with you guys and getting my knowledge out there to you. I mean, you can take what I say for a grain of salt. I am not the most knowledgeable on the subject out there, and I am absolutely willing to admit that because I am learning every single day. I mean, to be honest with you, I have probably been I've probably been practicing chaos magic the entirety of my path, but I did not realize it or admit it to myself. Okay, I didn't realize it until maybe 5 or 6 years ago. In the 30 plus years I've been practicing, I got what you said. But, and then I finally didn't like actually outright admit it, saying, you know what? I used to always say, oh, my eclectic is eclectic, right? But I did not actually admit to the chaos until maybe a couple years ago. So, and I don't know. It's not really having to admit to it. It's just more honoring it for me. Anywho. All right. On that note, I'm going to let everybody go. Thank you so much for joining my life. Thank you for the compliments. I do very much appreciate them. I love chatting with all of you. Have a absolutely beautiful, blessed weekend. All right. On that note, many blessings, you guys. Love you.